This is Dudu Spray FM, Pan-African Radio. This is Dudu Spray FM, Pan-African Radio.
You are welcome to today's morning spree. Kukuru, Dudu. Wake up, Africa, wake up, Africa, wake up. Your girl Ajokeade is right here on the MIC this morning on today's Wake Up Call. Ndewo Ajokeade, Sononko Nana Ajokeade. Ẹkúdédé wọ̀nyí orúkọ mi náà ní Ajokeade. Ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín náà ló wà lórí ìkànnì wákàtí ọ̀wọ̀ ètò pé kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ adúláwọ̀ kí a jí dìde. Wake up, it's the morning's wake up call on Duduspreeofficial FM. Do not forget, this is the first and only Pan-African radio, and we set out to do something, rebranding the African entertainment. Your girl Ajokeade right here on Duduspreeofficial FM. Don't you change that dial.
This is Dudu Spray FM, Pan-African Radio.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa kí gbogbo káàkiri gbogbo àgbáláyé pé a káàbọ̀ sí ìkànnì bàbá ìkànnì. If you are just joining us, this is Dudu Spray, the first and only truly Pan-African media house, and of course your girl Ajoke is right here on the MIC. What you fit do for us today na make you support us, support this ministry, make you go to the permanent site. Those of now where they find the donate button, go to our website www.duduspreeofficial.com. You go see the paper there. Opon Iwade, put on for Duduspreeofficial. Why do I Global Transformation Limited? They also help us collect Naira. Put on there. 0714456525. Send your receipt to duduspreeofficial@gmail.com or +1 212 with your girl Ajoke. There's so much for us to learn today, to do today, and there is a clarion call for all of us. Okay, we started a series, and this is about our obodo oyinbo dem people wey be say they are intentional in the way they do us, and I'm going to be fast so that today we would be able to cover all.
8,000 miles to this dreary spot in Manchuria to see. Raymond, pull your chair over here by me, please. I am sure you've all heard the old wives' tale that no hypnotized subject may be forced.
Okay, now to make it easier for some of us wey be saying no understand, mo ti sọ fún yín wípé lówe nílò gídígbò ọlọ́gbọ́n ló ń ju ọ̀mọ̀ràn ló mọ̀. This is a group of white men who have been hypnotized, brainwashed, and made to believe, see odidi ọmọ èèyàn leléyìí o, who we actually sit and think is doing something.
Crime.
Or, of course, Andrew Salter's remarkable book, Conditioned Reflex Therapy, to name only 3. Or if it offends you that only the West is working to manufacture more crime and better criminals.
Against the modern shortages, I suggest Krasnogorski's primary violence motivation, or Surav's the unilateral suggestion to self-destruction.
My dear Jan, as you grow older, you grow more long-winded. And to get to the point, has the man ever killed anyone? Or is enough?
I apologize, my dear Dmitri. I keep forgetting that you're a young country and your attention span is limited.
Ẹ dákun ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa, tẹ́ ẹ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, Duduspreeofficial náà lẹwà, ìkànnì bàbá ìkànnì náà ni, ibẹ̀ la ti ń dá bẹ̀bẹ̀ lúkẹ́ ó lẹ́tìkẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ó tó àpérò ọmọ irinwó, àìláṣọ lọ́rùn ọ̀páká wa ni. In this room is just like the global world today, where so many of us are here together and doing things together, thinking that we are all in the best interest and betterment of our land. You are in this room, we are all there, and this is the world that they have painted for us. It is for you to wake up. It's the wake up call for us today. And the second one is short. Many thanks to ITCAT who made me see this. It's short, but we need it. There's something about message. You may leave the messenger and take the message, but it's important because this person spoke and the message is actually timely for all of us.
For Africans. When an African becomes rich, his bank accounts are in Switzerland. He travels to France for medical treatments. He invests in Germany. He buys from Dubai. He consumes Chinese. He prays in Rome or Mecca. His children study in Europe. He travels to Canada, the USA, and Europe for tourism. When he dies, he will be buried in his native country. Africa, cemetery for African. How then can a cemetery be developed? Africa.
This is the challenge that this man has brought to all of us today, that Africa is a cemetery. He might be right, he might be wrong, he is entitled to his opinion. This is a timely message for you and I. Many of us, when we say we dey obodo oyinbo, there's a way we think that we have escaped. There's a way we think that kò kàn wá. But if you look it through, we are actually in the eye of the storm. And the storm, ó ń ṣe kíni, is staring us in the face, not wanting us to move forward. It is the wake up call. It is the wake up call. It's going to be short and sweet like this. Don't forget the conspiracy, the global one. Don't forget the one wey be say e dey even worry you yourself where you dey. We stand Gidigba for Washington, dey do am. I am speaking from one of the international studios of Dudu. But the message is simple. You need to wake up. Yes, we are in the overs. Some of us are even at home. We have been suffering so much and we don't know where to go to. But you can actually make the difference today. You can make the difference. No matter how much you invest in the land, if the people are not made, take away, it is zero. It is high time we began to invest in human development in Africa. And our children in the diaspora, human development in them, such that being black will be a pride to them. And this man, wey be say is obviously not black, will not be speaking like this. Professor Lumumba spoke before we came on air, and he has spoken so much. Duduspree, we as some have decided to spend their time and life and energy to destroy. We have decided to build. Join us in building today. I can't say this loud enough, but if you are just joining us, you didn't miss so much. But somebody challenged us and told us Africa is a burial ground, is a cemetery for ideas, that people only go there to die. We can change the narrative today. It's a wake up call. It's going to be short and sweet like this every day. Ẹgbàá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i, torí a gbọ́dọ̀ jí dìde. Kí a wá tó wá lọ wo nǹkan táwọn òyìnbó ń sọ ní abala eré ìdárayá, the WhatsApp, sport WhatsApp, and then every other thing. The news dey, show Arabic and everything. Join the radio. The radio is the only place that you can be made to get awesome content like this. Ẹgbàá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i.
It's a cemetery for Africa. Africa is a cemetery for Africans. When an African becomes rich, his bank accounts are in Switzerland. He travels to France for medical treatments. He invests in Germany. He buys from Dubai. He consumes Chinese. He prays in Rome or Mecca. His children study in Europe. He travels to Canada, the USA, and Europe for tourism. When he dies, he will be buried in his native country. Africa is a cemetery for Africans. How then can a cemetery be developed? Africa is a cemetery for Africans. When an African becomes rich, his bank accounts are in Switzerland. He travels to France for medical treatments. Invests in Germany.
This is Dudu FM, Pan-African Radio.
You are welcome to today's morning spree. Kukuru, Dudu. Wake up, Africa. Wake up, Africa. Wake up. Your girl Ajokeade is right here on the MIC this morning on today's Wake Up Call. Ndewo Ajokeade, Sononko Nana Ajokeade. Ẹ kú dédé wò ó, orúkọ mi náà ni Ajokeade. Ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín náà ló wà lórí ìkànnì wákàtí ọ̀wọ̀ ètò pé kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ adúláwọ̀ kí a jí dìde. Wake up, it's the morning's wake up call on Duduspreeofficial FM. Do not forget, this is the first and only Pan-African radio, and we set out to do something, rebrand African entertainment. Your girl Ajokeade right here on Duduspreeofficial FM. Don't you change that dial.
This is Dudu FM, Pan-African Radio.
Of course, if you are just joining us in our journey to the world over land and over sea, Morimu Itesonu, this is a sport. What's up? This one at the combo edition, and you don't see this Egbon way they look me. This Egbon for Obodo Oyinbo. You know, say people wey dey there. Now, my true brother David Moyes ni o ti accuse wípé VAR ó ti disrespect ti West Ham after no penalty was called versus Liverpool. Ṣé rí bẹ́yẹn VAR kọ̀ǹpútà náà ti ń ṣòjóró na David Moyes talk am, no be me talk am, because last na to check all these things again o. Na ó ti dá ó ní VAR àbí nǹkan tó kọ́kọ́ yẹn. David Moyes accuses VAR of disrespect to West Ham after no penalty call versus Liverpool. And those of una wey be say I see somebody, David Moyes dey look Arsenal say that iṣẹ́ ò tiẹ̀ yé yín. Arsenal again ó lágbára. Well, I no go talk about am because e dey vex me and I dey vex am. Ajoke. Honestly, e dey vex me o. How person go see something and e go still leave im hand? Well, it's a lesson for all of us. VAR, let's make it better. Arsenal, well, top 4, right? Well, I know if na African mind I wan use do am, I say there can still be a miracle. I don't know the kind miracle, the miracle wey be say fall down die miracle for your enemy. Maybe like all the other clubs wey dey your back go just decide say dem no do again. Africa, I pity una with the kind miracle wey you dey look. So those other ones too na devil dem dey worship abi you no know, all of us. Olodumare don give us level playing ground. If you use am wella, if you no use am na so e go dey look you. Chineke, Allah, Ubangiji, dem don do wetin dem wan do, na we remain. E better jare. Na still the sport what's up, and then David Moyes don talk that one for im own side, and I see this one wey be say dey look me korokoro. Hey, boxing, ṣé wọ́n ti fẹ̀ṣẹ́ yé yín ẹ̀ báyìí? Ẹ wò dáadáa, dà wọ́n ti fẹ̀ṣẹ́ yé yín ẹ̀ o. Don't tell me say na me talk am. Floyd Mayweather need to face join GOATY 3 in exhibition June 11 all the way ni ó yá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a máa gbára wa ni. Boxing Hall of Fame as undefeated legend Floyd Money Mayweather will hold a press conference, and the press conference don announce say wo èmi àti bọ̀bọ́ yìí a máa nà tán bí owó ni. The event is dedicated to the loving memory of Mary Kitty Lorianko, Mayweather's longtime assistant, who just died for April suddenly ni. I love this. Let us do our best to remember our true ones and our loved ones. And I'm using this to also commemorate the memories of one of my big aunts wey be say the wakekeep we be holding today in Lasgidi. All road leads to Lasgidi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ní ìlú Èkó Wéǹjẹlè. If you want to join us, let us do it together. And Floyd Mayweather dey do im own too, me I dey do my own, because it is Olodumare that's blessed us. Don't forget, it is Duduspree with Sadageba for Washington, and I am speaking from one of the international studios like Olodumare send us, na im we dey do. And then the Dudu reach this side wey be say e dey look us and we dey look am korokoro. Na horse race dem dey do us. I like horse, no be say US o, ti rí bẹ́yẹn. Ẹṣin, yes, horse races. Ajoke say dem dey do us. Horse racing, this one na Scotland this one take me to. Scottish Grand National Protest sees 24 animal rights activists. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, you see when they were doing the horse racing, na im 24 people just enter say you don't have right to do the animal like this. Send them back to the zoo. No be zoo sef. Send them back to the wildlife. Na there they belong to. You hear me? He say send them back to the wildlife. Say na there they belong to. Stop using them. So these people na Olopa come do wetin? Come hold them. See the Olopas dem dey hold them. Those of una wey dey the podcast, the radio, dey listen to us. Many thanks for joining us. This is the only place we can be. There is no place like home. In your beginning to identify, say you no be slave. The beginning na say make you identify with Dudu's freedom, because this is our own o. Oyinbo dey do their own, we too let us do our own, fix our own. And by the time we are done, we will be proud of Africa. And na the fixation of Africa go make me carry you go this yonder side, and na South Africa. Ẹ̀yin tèmi ní ìlú Saudi, ẹ gba eléyìí nítorí pé I am the true son of the soil o. Me, I am proud of my indigenous game. For South Africa, see as we dey take do this one. I don't know whether you don see am before, but na the sport what's up and na indigenous game we dey give you. This one carry us go South Africa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, this game is called Juke. Bíi pé kán ju nǹkan náà ni. You don see am? Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Juke is believed to have been originated around 1743. Hey, 1743. Oyinbo, why is it that okay, I no blame Oyinbo, I blame us. Why is it that we are not promoting this? Duduspree is here to wake you up, to make you remember all this. And in the 1743, in the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa, developed by transport riders who travelled with ox drag wagon ní òru. Ṣé mo tán bá ti wà tán ti wà gúnlẹ̀ síbì kan, wọ́n wá máa ṣe juice yìí. The use of wooden pins of the yoke, and the yoke is a jute divider wey we dey call scale of the oxen is thrown at a stick that was planted in the middle of the ground. The game was also played during the Great Trek. It was played by the farmers on the beaches. So wọ́n á kàn máa jù ú bá ní bùjúbà. Juice became organized sport around the year 1939 when the first union was established and rules were formalized. So what are the basic rules now? Juice na im we go play today. Teach your children. The dimension of juice field distance given the closest pin, that's about 9 meters between each. Just dey remind me of this one, the rolling pin wey dem dey play for obodo oyinbo. The object of the game is to knock over the peg that is planted in the sand width of a distance. So you must knock over the peg and you will be just dey jujuju. The first team to get the 23 points first win the game, and the game get more because more team get more than 23 points, and they will just start from zero again. It is playing on a field consists of 2 pits juxtaposed in the opposite direction, so that each time a team member knocks over the peg, he gets 3 points. If the peg wasn't knocked out, the team lying closest to the position of the peg scores as many points as they have scales over the peg more than the opponent. This is another game for you. We have shown you the way. It is left for us to do better for ourselves. This is Dudu Spray and your girl Ajoke. I dey here dey do am like Olodumare send you and I, and the message wey he send for us na say make we develop Africa. And in the development of Africa, we gats do better for ourselves. Taking you fast forward march is just for us to do the right thing and do better because it is. Don't worry today, we will fix Africa. You and I will fix it. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, we don't have any choice. And in the fixation of Africa, support Dudu Spray. Live on radio we are 247, and so many con ten t dey wey be say you go love. And as you dey do am, know say Olodumare too go do better for you. You know you're going today, download Dudu Spray Radio, share am. Yes, the app, that's the Play Store and the Google Play Store, the iOS and the Android device. Dudu Spray Radio náà ni, share it with somebody today. And apart from that, as you dey move today, than failure. You are not made wise by the recollection of the past, but by doing better for your future. So as you dey go today, donate Dudu Spray, donate to us, donate for us. Yes, you can donate to us on our website www.duduspree.com. Donate to us there. You see the PayPal link, and we have been trying to also do better. If you say international currencies, you'll be able to do direct debit. Many thanks to Indamola and Cypher who have been working around the clock for that. Yes, so Duduspree is a concatenation of so many awesome minds. You may be hearing my voice every day, but many volunteers across the globe, from America to Asia, to Europe to Africa, to everywhere across the globe, Antarctica. So even when we dey go inside the space, we dey there. So support us. We will fix Africa, make Africa great. That's one thing we are after. And you can also donate for us on Opon. The reason for the donate, make you do this play, they go give am to us. Àwọn Yorùbá Kingdom TV elders náà ni àwọn náà ń ṣe bẹbẹ lókè ṣe púpọ̀. YGY Global Transformation Limited too fit collect am, that one na the Yorùbá Global Youth 07144565525 Guarantee Trust Bank ni. So for more than everything you get wey be say you wan do, you fit do better. Reach us, contact us for sponsorship, advert, anything wey you wan do. The number dey simple. Call us, SMS us, WhatsApp us. Duduspreeofficial official line na +12122569117 +12122569117. And if you see any informative wey be say fit do Africa better, ensure to take it to the studio lines, which is +1253948 0573 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí +12539480573. Everything wey you do, please send the receipt, money o, donation or sponsorship o, anything wey you do. The things teenagers are getting set, the tall TDH are getting set, tall, dark and handsome, yet so we will be stormy. Unilag bẹ́ẹ̀ ni TDH Unilag gbogbo ẹ̀yin tèmi nílùú Èkó Wéǹjẹlè, the men are stormy Unilag, the ladies storm Èkó, the men are also stormy, and these are young men, tall, dark and handsome, tall not just in height but tall in dreams, tall in dreams. Support us, you'll be glad you did. For other infos and enquiries, please info us at duduspreeofficial.com, info@duduspreeofficial.com, or better still ajokeade at duduspreeofficial.com, duduspreeofficial@gmail.com. They there to please do better for us today. The live radio continues because your girl, the kukuruku for this yonder side continues, and I will not stop until Africa become better. I don't know about you. Egba, see ya, love you so much. Don't change the dial. The news continues shortly. We are the treasure of the soil. Egba.
This is Dudu Spray FM, Pan-African Radio.
You are welcome to today's morning spree. Kukuruku, Dudu. Wake up, Africa. Wake up, Africa. Wake up. Your girl ajokeade is right here on the MIC this morning on today's Wake Up Call. Ndewonyo, ajokeade, Sononko, Nana ajokeade. Ẹkúndédé wòye orúkọ mi náà ní Àjọkẹ́àdé, ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín náà ló wà lórí ìkànnì wákàtí ọ̀wọ̀ ètò pé kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ adúláwọ̀ kí a jí dìde. Wake up, it's the morning's wake up call on Dudu FM. Do not forget, this is the first and only Pan-African radio, and we set out to do something, rebranding African entertainment. Your girl ajokeade right here on Dudu FM. Don't just change that dial.
This is Dudu Spray FM, Pan-African Radio.
I see different cultures and different people's ways.